where we will talk about APEC Social and the Career and Development Program, where you can spend a year in America or Australia as a care professional and support kids and travel at the same time. Today, we will mainly talk about how you as an occupational therapist can gain paid professional experience in the United States and Australia using your qualifications. And our mission is to make the world a little bit more inclusive. And today, I would like to invite you to reflect on whether you would like to join us in this mission and perhaps contribute to it together with us. Let's briefly go over some points we will talk about today. First of all, I will explain you what is APEC Social. After that, we talk about why you should become an APEC care professional. Then I will show you one of our employers, so a host family. Then we talk about the placement locations, then about the community, and then in the end about the program benefits and what's included. I brought you a little questionnaire. You can scan this QR code and then we can see what you think about our program. In the meantime, where you're filling out the questionnaire, I will introduce myself. My name is Anja. I'm an occupational therapist from Germany, and I was a care professional with Apex in Wilton, Connecticut. And here are some pictures of my time abroad. Here you can see me in an American football stadium at a soccer game where US played against Germany. It was a very, very fun experience for me as a very cultural exchange. And of course, Germany won, so I had an amazing time over there. This is another picture of me and my host child, my little host child. He doesn't have any special needs. Right now, he's 9 years old. And that's a picture from Disney World in Florida, where we went together with my host family. Here you see a picture of me in New York. Obviously, I went there and visited New York while everything was decorated for Christmas. It was a very, very great experience. And here you can see my host child in the middle, the girl with the pink t-shirt. She has the Rett syndrome. Rett syndrome is a neurological disorder. And the kids develop normally till the age of 2 years old. And after that, they start to lose skills. So right now she's 15 years old and she can still walk, but not as far and good as we can walk. She cannot use her hands anymore because she cannot control the hand movement and the coordination of her hand. Then she was dealing with a lot of seizures and hyperventilation, and you always had to be around to make sure that she's breathing again. And she cannot talk. She's communicating with an eye gaze computer. So this computer tracks her eyes and she can select the words she wanted to say with the eyes, and then the computer will talk to her for her. And from the head inside, she's like a 15-year-old normal girl. So I made sure that she can express herself a little bit more and that she can be a little bit more independent. But I also was there to support her during the whole day, like assisting her in the bathroom or getting her dressed. And of course, socializing, like you see here, where we grabbed some ice cream together. This is another picture of me from one of our yearly events, the Apex Social Surf Outing. Actually, I just came back from the surf outing. We had our annual surf outing last weekend. It was so much fun, and everybody is meeting over there. All care professionals of the United States are meeting over there for socializing and just having a good time together and learning surfing if you want to. And this is another picture of me after the New York City Half Marathon, which I ran. That was a great experience. It was actually pretty hard as well, but it will be stuck in my head forever. I would say it's a lifelong memory. So what I want to say with those pictures is also you can see that it's not only work, it's also exploring the area. You can travel a lot and you can yeah, make memories for the rest of your life. Let's look into your answers. Then, what could you learn and experience when you live in a new city and state or even in a new country? We collected data from all our care professionals and from US care professionals, and those are the answers from students. Some of our care professionals, especially the US care professionals, were able to pay off their student loan while they were abroad with us as a care professional. Obviously, it's a cultural exchange. You will get to know a lot of German folks like me, but also if you, for example, are located in the West Coast and travel to the East Coast, that's a totally different culture over there. So you will have a definitely exchange in that. Then you will get a first-hand home care experience because you are living with a child with special needs and see what's happening behind the doors. um, as I said, you get to know more people all over the country, you gain more independence, you definitely save costs of food and housing. All our families will provide you with food and housing, and you don't need to worry about anything. Then the professional education you can do as well while you are a care professional. So you can do continued educational courses. We have a lot of partners I can show you later where you can make internships, for example. But you can also learn a lot from our host families and the kids with special needs and the local care team um, with the school team and therapists, which are around the families. That's exactly the next part. What I just said, you can get a very close insight of therapies. And yeah, you always have the continuous support of the whole Apex team. So there's a whole organization behind it. And we have monthly meetup, we have monthly talks with you. And you can always reach out to us if you are in problems or if you need help. We will always be there for you so you're not alone. And obviously, you can broaden your perspective. Here are two testimonials from our US care professionals. This is Megan. She lives now in New Jersey and it is her fourth year as a US care professional. And she said, being a care professional has been so much fun. It has given me an opportunity to explore new places like New York City and learn new things about the field I want to work in. It has allowed me to connect with so many new people who have given me a new perspective on my whole career plan. So you can see, even that she relocated only from Massachusetts to New Jersey, she met so many new people and was able to figure out what she wants to do in her life, in her professional life, in her personal life. So she, had a really great experience. The same thing for Ty. He came from Illinois to Massachusetts, and he is one of the US care professionals who actually finished his bachelor degree while he was abroad as a care professional. And he was also able to pay off his student loans. So, he's saying that his time with Apex has been an amazing opportunity and that it allowed him to grow personally and professionally. And he's underlining that it's a unique role, that you are in the one-on-one personalized care and you can have a really great relationship with your host child. And he's even naming it as a bro, like brother connection. So they definitely connected a lot to each other. And yeah, he also had a great time. What is Apex Social? Epic Social is a global talent development organization with many different opportunities in America, Australia, Germany, and Austria. And if I would tell you everything about it now, we would sit here also tomorrow. So today we really focus on the program, which is bringing you in different states or abroad to Australia. So we offer you a unique opportunity to travel inside of the US or Australia for 12 or 24 months and live with a host family and further develop your professional skills. So you can see all over here, there are some other programs we have, like the Dolphin Therapy Center internship program in Curacao, or the Apex Social Alumni Network. But first of all, I wanted to show you a quick video so you can have a little perspective how it can be as a care professional.
You provide passion and acceptance and support, and you recognize these children for the beautiful, wonderful creatures that they are.
If you bring out the best of yourself, you're able to also bring out the best of others. And from a care professional perspective, that would be the focus for your host child.
Apex goes far and beyond to find the most wonderful, precious souls to work with our most wonderful, precious souls.
The program helped me professionally, that I could learn a lot about different therapies, which I never worked with in Germany, and I never would get so deep impressions to that.
Und wenn ihr zurückkommt, dann haben wir als Führungskräfte die Chance, von euch zu lernen, mit euch zu lernen und gemeinsam endlich die Arbeitsbedingungen zu schaffen, die wir gemeinsam brauchen, um einen richtig, richtig guten Job zu machen.
We are so grateful for all that you do and your energy and your time, and even the days when you're tired and you just want to collapse, we are indebted to you. So thank you.
You have to see your host child as a human being. You have to be respectful, and I love him with all my heart. I want him to be the best version of himself. You go in and you're like, I'm gonna include this child and I'm gonna be a cheerleader for my family. I just want to help and support everybody who needs my help, and I can help.
They have the potential to do anything they want. I hope they know that they have support all around, even if they don't think that they do.
To finish with the wise words of my dear host mom, like they say, not all heroes wear capes. True heroes fight the little fights every single day. Thank you.
We need you. Together, we change healthcare and education for the better. Take that first step. Get in touch. Message us. Join us. Together, we empower children of all abilities.
Perfect. I hope that could give you a little bit of an insight how it is to be a care professional. And this video was also recorded at the surf outing. So yeah, that's an event you should definitely join if you're a care professional. Why should you become an Apex care professional? What is different in our organization? You are living with a family with a child with special needs. So there are a lot of more needs than only like taking care of the kids. That's why you will be part of an interdisciplinary team of various professionals. So our host families usually have for the kids already OT, physical therapy, speech therapy. Some of them have hippotherapy, swim therapy. And you can be all part of those therapies and can learn with the local therapists and support them to transfer the homework, what they are giving to the kids, into their daily life and make the kid more successful. So that's a great opportunity for you to learn, but also to support the kid at home. And of course, you can also put in your own ideas and your own goals with the kids and work on them with my host child, for example, we worked together with a physical therapist on going up the stairs very securely and independently. And I was responsible to do that every day with her. So, because I was living with her, we could implement that in our daily life. Every time we went up the stairs to her room, we made her exercise from the PT session. So, that helped a lot for her to gain that goal of going up the stairs independently. And yeah, I also put in my own ideas and my own goals. So we worked on, for example, that she can eat with a fork independently. So over those 2 years, I went step by step. Yeah, towards this goal with her. I worked towards this goal with her with hand strengthen exercises and always repetitive movements to put the fork towards her mouth. And after 2 years, she was able to reach that goal, and that gave her a big, yeah, a part of her independent back. So you're more than welcome to also share your own knowledge and support the host child as well. On top of that, of course, you can explore the world while you're building your career. So it's not only work. You could see that in my pictures. You can also travel around. You can meet new people. You will definitely have time for that as well. Okay, then I would like to show you one of our employers, which is the host family. 1 second. Here we go. So this is the My Apex profile. In this profile, you just write down or note some of your information, like about your educational skills. You load up some pictures. You will do the color code, which is a personality test to see who you are and how you can communicate the best. The host families will do that as well. Then you will put in your childcare experience. If you want to be part of our program, you need to have worked 400 hours with kids before you can enter in our program. But you can show this experience because you made a pediatric internship, or you babysit, or you have a little brother or sister or something like that. So there are many ways how to achieve those $400. And if you start to filling out this profile, you can also go on search for host family already today, and then you will see all our host families which are right now in our pipeline. So you can see a little bit of a picture of them. Then you can see what time they're searching for a care professional, how many kids they have, if they have children under 18 months, if they have a child with special needs, and what the preferred genders. I already looked up for us one family, which is Jennifer's family. And they are living in Westfield, New Jersey, and they have 2 kids, one 20-year-old boy and one 19-year-old boy. And the 20-year-old one has autism and just needs support in his daily life, and they search for August 2026. Here are some short information about the family, that they, for example, have a dog, that their hobbies are cooking, dining, and golfing, that they live in a suburban, and their color code is blue. And if you scroll down over here, you can always see a letter from your host family to the future care professional. And in that letter, they explain a lot about the daily life, how it is, what the schedule can look like, what are your professional opportunities, what you can learn. You can see you will be part of the team of the child with autism. And they have an ABA therapist, which is also caring of the child, so you can learn a lot from the ABA therapist. And yeah, there are multiple volunteer opportunities around in the school and in the community, so you can really experience a life with the family. I don't want to say too much about it because you should look into that yourself and see what the families are all writing in it. It's very, very nice to hear what they are providing you. So you should look into it. Down here, everything is again summarized for you. You usually have a private bedroom with your own bathroom, and you will have access to a car. Or if, for example, families are living like right in New York City, some of our families just like give the care professional a card from Uber, or pay their Uber. So there will be always a way how you can travel and how you can be mobile, even if you don't have a car in the family. Okay, so far to the family. Maybe Louisa and Stephanie, I know I didn't introduce you yet, but these were also care professionals, and they also lived with families. So maybe you guys can talk a little bit about how your schedule looked like.
Hello, everyone. I'm Louise. I'm from Berlin, Germany as well. I'm an occupational therapist, just like Anja. And I used to be in CP for 3 years in New York and LA. My daily schedule would look like this. So I usually started at 7 a.m., worked until 9 by getting the kids ready. I mainly focused on getting my kids with special needs ready to, just help him getting dressed and already starting, some kind of therapy to like, show him how to do this on his own and improve that because that was an important goal for the parents and me as well. And then I would drop off the kids at school, come back, and then I would be off until usually 2:30, 3 p.m. Um, I, starting my day again by picking the kids up from school, taking them to after school activities or therapies they were scheduled, or, bring them home. Um, Most of my kids were mostly they were busy most of the time, so I didn't have to, come up with stuff on my own too much. If so, we will go for walks. We will go grab, I don't know, ice cream or something. Be a little bit creative. And I really try to do and integrate therapies in like daily lives. Because my kiddo did not like me doing like really session setup. So I try to, hide it from him so he doesn't really notice it. And then I would have dinner with the family. My host mom and I, we used to cook together, sometimes with the kids as well. Have family together as a family, talked about our days, and that will be it. So I would say I was off by like 7:30. But again, even eating with the family was more like, for us, for myself to like, know what's going on, what happened. And yeah, it was less work. I don't know
Thank
if
you
you
so
want to
much
share.
for sharing that.
Yeah, of course.
Steffi, I think your schedule looked kind of similar, right? Oh, we cannot hear you. It's all right. Okay. But yeah, I think your schedule looked kind of the same. The same way for me. It's usually normal that you have a split schedule, that you work a little bit in the morning, and while the kids are off, while the kids are in school, you're off, and then you pick them up, and then you have the afternoon activities. But it depends a little bit also on the family. Some families have nannies during the week and you work more on the weekend. It depends really what you want to do and what is your preference. And you can find that out in the interviews with the families. So this is very important to think about. But as I said, it depends really on the family, how your schedule looks like. But the split schedule is very common for the most of our families. And I'm pretty sure I can, support that, and Louisa and Steffi as well. All of our families are living in very safe areas. you will definitely have your privacy. They will make sure that you're not just a worker, you will be part of the family, but also they respect your free time, and that you will have your own room and your own space where you can rest and, get more strength for the next day again. And as I said, all of our families living in great areas, they will need to do background checks. We actually have to go to their house and make sure everything is, great for you guys to come and live with them. So we definitely make sure that you will have a great house and that you will have a great environment to live in. And I can tell you, we don't take every family, but also we don't take every care professional. So we make sure that they are a great fit for our company. Where are we located? So in the US, we are represented in over 40 regions, mostly on the East and on the West Coast. You can choose where you want to be located, right in the heart of the city or more in rural regions. You decide, obviously, but for us, it's always very important that you have a great fit with the family and have a great connection to them, rather than choosing a location and sitting on the beach in California, but you're not feeling home in the family. So this is very, very important that that your preference is not the location, but of course you have it in your hand, you can decide. But for us, it's very important that you have a great connection to the family. In the U.S., we have families in Washington D.C., in Los Angeles, in Miami, in San Francisco, in New York, and in Denver. And in Australia, we have some families close to Sydney and close to Perth. But as you can see, our Australia program is not that spreaded as the American program. But actually, Steffi was in Australia, so maybe you can tell us, we quick, a little bit how you felt over there.
Works now. Does it work now?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I used to be an apex care professional in Australia. I was in Sydney actually, or closer to Sydney. It was amazing. It was a really great experience to see Australia and the US. I was in the US before as well, so it was really nice to be and live with a family over there. Drive the car on the left side of the street. It was an experience. Yeah.
Amazing.
And I'm a pediatric nurse from Germany as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Stephanie. And I have a question for you guys. Did you ever felt alone while you were abroad? Did you ever felt that there's nobody around you? I know for us it's an even bigger step to just relocate from Germany to the US, but how was it for you, Louisa? Oh, now we cannot hear you. There we go.
Weird.
You're back. Yes. Okay, I still cannot hear you, no?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear Stephanie now.
Oh, it's so weird. Okay, one sec. Sorry for that.
There we
I
go.
missed the first part of your question by putting my headphones in. You mean my experience moving from Germany to the US?
Yeah, did you
Yeah,
felt like ever alone?
I did not. No. I mean, it was a wild experience moving here. I think it took me like 2 weeks realizing what I've done, and like I don't know, I felt like I maybe didn't think that through because here I was sitting in a different country, not speaking the language quite well, not knowing anyone, but I actually had the former CP working with me or living with me for like 1.5 weeks. So we had kind of an overlap um, where she introduced me to other CPs in our area. I got to meet my local area director right away. So, yeah, I mean, everybody did a great job helping me to feel at home and, made me comfortable. My host family, big part of it, taking me everywhere, introducing me to family friends, and really making me feel like, being part of the family. So yeah, no, I never felt alone. You always meet so many people, especially for us, like coming from a different country, having an accent. People are curious. People want to know where you're from, what your story is. So, yeah. And I feel like Americans are just so open, and so nice. So, yeah, they make it really easy for us to feel comfortable. So, yes.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. I can tell you guys, I had the exact same experience. I didn't know anybody here, and yeah, not only the American people made it easy, but also my host family, and obviously Apex made it so easy for us to connect. Even before I departed from Germany, I was already in my local WhatsApp group from Connecticut, and they connected me to the people which were already abroad in Connecticut, and I could connect to them and tell them, hey, what do I need to pack in my suitcase? Or is it cold or warm over there? So that helped a lot. And you will have a partner or a coach during the whole process. Even while you're filling out your profile, which I showed you earlier, you will have a coach on your side and you can ask her questions and they will be there for you. And then in the matching process, you will have somebody who's responsible for you. And then locally in your state where you will be located, close to your host family, you always have one person which is like 1 hour drive from you away. So you're actually never alone. And yeah, we have those monthly meetups, as I said, and we have monthly check-ins with you and see how everything is. And as I said, the local person knows the family as well, and they know you. So if there are any problems, they can help you very, very great. Here are some pictures of our meetups. They are really for connecting and having fun with each other and like maybe talking about problems, but also talking about the progress or the good things you achieved. And you can choose what you want to do. So those ones decide to go stand-up paddling or riding the canoe. Those ones were meeting up for yoga. They went pumpkin picking. These ones went bowling. They went ice skating, very typical here on the East Coast in the winter. They visited Washington, D.C. for the cherry blossom season. They went to the surf outing and meet up with a lot of care professionals in San Diego and made yoga on the beach. The San Francisco group, for example, made a weekend trip together to Arizona. And yeah, we also had the great opportunity to volunteer at the Rett Syndrome Gala in Los Angeles. So there are so many opportunities to connect with each other. And here you can see a picture from the American Occupational Therapy Association, where you met us from. And we made so many great connections with all occupational therapists from America, but also universities, partners. It was incredible. And you as a care professional will have the opportunity to be a part of those experiences too. Awesome. Then I brought you another video from our early childhood educator, Megan. I mentioned her in the beginning already. She has been with us for 4 years. And let's see what she is telling about Apex and about her experience.
My host child he's going to be 20. He has severe autism and Tourette's, and he's like my best friend. He's just like me. He's always like, can we go to the pool and have chips? And I'm like, of course, that sounds like the perfect day. My name's Meg, and I'm 24, and I am a care professional in New Jersey. I studied early childhood education at the University of Massachusetts, Boston, and I'm in my second year as a care professional with the same host family. As a care professional, I think structure is the most important part of any day, especially with a child with autism. He has ABA therapy, and they just help him with life skills, working on like social skills too, and then he goes to speech and OT. So I work with both of his ABA specialists. They come to the house. I'm able to talk to them about the progress he's making, and then I tell them about what we're working on. So if he's maybe struggling in one area, then they can work on that, and if they want to focus on something else, then I can help. So I'm able to do those things with him at home so that he can improve in his sessions. Apex still reaches out every month, and even when I was making the move, they made sure it was comfortable. Every month we have a meetup, and she makes sure that as many people can come as possible. Every time we have a meetup, she brings us snacks. There was a boy who went to the school and his mom needed some extra help, so I started helping her family, and they had a care professional from Apex. When I graduated college, this family told me about Apex opening the American program, and I was like, oh, I want to do that, and that's how I heard about Apex. Working for Apex, it makes me feel very like at peace and safe knowing that I have this organization behind me that you can fall back on them and they'll support you is really nice. Not having living expenses and not having to pay for really anything is a big benefit, especially after college. All through college I was paying all these bills and I had all these loans. If you do it correctly, you can save up enough, and I ended up paying off my student loans. I have become a lot more confident because when I made the move, even though I'm only 4 hours away from home, I didn't know anybody. I went everywhere by myself, and I just started talking to people, and I really came out of my shell, I think. I'm much more ambitious. I will go after things that I want now. I feel like I've found a voice. I've always been friendly, but now I'm more talkative. Everything he does I'm proud of because he's living life and he's living every moment of life.
We need you. Together, we change healthcare and education for the better. Take that first step. Get in touch. Message us. Join us. Together, we empower children of all abilities.
Awesome. I hope that gave you also another insight how it is to be an American care professional with us. Thank you to Megan. She made a wonderful video with us. Then we have another part of our program, which is the volunteering. So there's a lot more than only working with the child at home. You will have the opportunity to do local volunteering. It can be in an animal shelter. I, for example, volunteered at the horse farm to make sure that the horses are ready for hippotherapy. But there are so many opportunities where you can volunteer. Then, of course, we have the Australia program, and you can do volunteering at the Dolphin Therapy Center in Curacao, which will be like later in your program. After you finish your program in the US, you will have those options to do, the Dolphin Therapy program in Curacao. You can see one of our care professionals, or many of our care professionals, go there after they finish their program in the US or Australia. And they can be a training intern or can volunteer over there and be really part of the dolphin therapy locally and can support the local therapist. So that gives you another insight how therapy or, helping kids with special needs can look like. On top of that, you will have the opportunity to do continued education. So you can do college courses or do ongoing education in your related field, or even finish up your bachelor like Ty did it. Or you can do travel classes to Hawaii, Puerto Rico, or Alaska with other care professionals. So there are a lot of opportunities where you can develop your knowledge and increase, your excellence in your job. And we will support you along the way with that. Here you can see all our partners. That's not all of them, but we have some universities in Germany we're working with. You will actually have the opportunity to also study in English on German universities with us. Then we have American partners, like for example, we just visited a magnet hospital in California before the surf outing, or we partner with Swim Angelfish, which makes sure that kids with special needs are safe in the water. Or you will have the opportunity, for example, to visit one of the NAPA centers. If you never heard about it, it's like a rehab center where all professionals like OTs, speech therapists, and physical therapists, and ABA work all together on one child. And it's an intense therapy program for 3 weeks for the kids. And you can be part of that if, for example, your host child is doing the program, but also you can go there and volunteer and do an internship. So that gives you a big insight of the therapy there as well. You can also check our partner website. We have it's structured in all states where our local partners are. So these are great opportunities for you to connect with them. Then, what is included in the program? You will get a round trip flight from us. You will have a preparation with the Apex Academy. You always have somebody local on your side. It's at least a 12-month program, but you can extend up to 4 years, for example. And there's an insurance which can cover your stay, for example, health insurance. So this is a great part for you. And then you will have free accommodation and meals from your host family. You don't have to pay for rent or for, usual things you would spend money on. And they give you a $500 educational stipend for your educational courses. And you at least get a salary of $2,000 per month. It depends a little bit on your professional background and also your location and the family. But you can talk to them about it in the interviews. And this is really the $2,000 what you have left in the end of the month, and you can do whatever you want to do with it. I spend it all my traveling around the US, but of course you can decide where you want to spend it. If you want to start with our program, there is an activation fee of your profile, the profile which I showed you in the beginning. So if you want to make that publish and that the host families can see you, you will pay a fee of $49.90 to activate that profile for the host families. And once you've found your family and matched with the family, there's a program fee of $2,400. And but this includes all of that, what I just said. It includes the flight, it includes the academy, and all of those things I just mentioned. So you really go out with more than you spend in it, I can tell you guys, even if it's only memories and professional skills, but also financially. I think Louisa and Steffi, you can also agree with that. We never had problems with the salary. Great. Then, I hope you have gotten a little bit of a sense how fulfilling it can be to discover the world and take new paths and grow both personally and professionally. And I've already shared a lot, so let me summarize a little bit what you can do with us. You will have the opportunity with minimal financial effort to experience an unforgettable year abroad in the US or Australia as an occupational therapist, and you will go as a trained occupational therapist and return as an international interdisciplinary occupational therapist with a lot of experience, and you can apply those experience in your local state at home and shape also a little bit of the healthcare system over there. For me, and I think I'm speaking for Louise and for Stephanie, it was an incredible journey, and I would always recommend that to everybody right away. And yeah, I can only encourage you to take that step. And you're young, you will not have the opportunity your whole life. So just do it. And yeah, you will have the best time of your life, I would say. And yeah, you don't need to decide today if you want to do it. You don't need to step in an airplane already. Just think about it. But we are more than happy to support you along the way. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. You can also book already a consultation with us, like if you have more specific questions regarding the families or how the matching process works, or what happens if you need to go into a rematch and it doesn't work out with the family. And if you scan that QR code, you will come to a calendar and you can just schedule your consultation. And yeah, we can help you to move forward. And with that, I really want to say thank you